Right now, someone in your life may be showering you with affection, adoration, and promises of everlasting love. But what if I told you that this whirlwind romance is more than just a fairy tale? It's a manipulation tactic known as love bombing. You've experienced this. It feels intoxicating, doesn't it? Those constant compliments, surprise gifts, and intense declarations of love can sweep anyone off their feet. But behind this enchanting facade lies a darker truth. Love bombing is a calculated strategy often employed by narcissists and manipulators to gain control over their victims. They immerse you in a fantasy, blinding you to their true intentions. Today, we'll delve into the mechanics of love bombing, its psychological underpinnings, and how it can lead to devastating consequences. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand love bombing better but also how to recognize and protect yourself from it. Prepare yourself for some uncomfortable truths about love and manipulation. At its core, love bombing is a strategic manipulation technique rooted in psychological principles. It's not just about excessive affection, it taps into your deepest desires for love and validation. The technique works on a fundamental psychological concept called intermittent reinforcement. This is when you receive rewards sporadically, creating a powerful addictive cycle. Imagine this: you receive an avalanche of affection one day, only to experience silence the next. This inconsistency can leave you craving more. Psychologists call it the variable reward schedule. You might feel elated, vulnerable, and even anxious, all at once. Manipulators know how to exploit these emotions to keep you hooked. In the early stages, they bombard you with attention and affection, making you feel like you're the center of their universe. This intense idealization creates an emotional high, but as the relationship progresses, the attention diminishes. This push and pull dynamic leaves you questioning your worth and desperately trying to recapture that initial magic. You've done this, you've felt that rush of affection before, and it's intoxicating. But the danger lies in how this tactic can slowly erode your boundaries, sense of self, and ultimately your happiness. Let's break down what love bombing looks like in real life. Picture this: you meet someone charming and captivating, and everything seems perfect. They shower you with compliments like "you are the most beautiful person I've ever met," or "I can't believe I found someone as amazing as you." At first, it feels like a dream come true. You go on lavish dates, receive expensive gifts, and are bombarded with texts saying how much they miss you, even when you were apart for just a few hours. This can happen in various contexts, like friendships or workplace relationships, but it often blossoms into romantic scenarios. Consider a scenario where someone says, "I feel like I've known you forever, even though you just met last week." This immediate intensity can be exhilarating. You feel special, adored, and valued. But here's the kicker: as this initial phase continues, their true motives begin to surface. Trust me, you've seen it happen. One day, they might criticize your choice of outfit or flip the script on you after an argument, making you feel guilty for something trivial. It's confusing, disorienting, and you might find yourself trying to please them more and more, unaware of the manipulation at play. Love bombing typically follows a disturbing cycle: idealization followed by devaluation. Initially, everything about you is perfect in their eyes. They create an illusion of a fairytale romance, promising you the world. But once they feel they've secured your emotional investment, the tide turns. You might hear things like, "Why can't you be more like my ex?" or "You're not as fun as I thought you were." This shift is jarring and can leave you questioning your self-worth. Imagine you're on a roller coaster, climbing to dizzying heights only to suddenly plummet down. This is the emotional roller coaster of love bombing, and it can leave scars. When you're showered with affection, you let your guard down, becoming more vulnerable. The abrupt devaluation can leave you feeling lost, confused, and desperate for the initial affection you once received. You start to rationalize their behavior, thinking that if you can just change or be better, you might get back to that euphoric state. This cycle isn't just a phase, it's a manipulation tactic designed to create dependency. You may recognize this pattern, perhaps in a friend or a toxic relationship you've had. It's a vicious cycle that can trap you in a world of emotional turmoil. So, how can you recognize love bombing before it ensnares you in its web? The first step is to pay attention to the intensity of the affection. If someone is professing their love within days of meeting, it's a red flag. Healthy relationships involve a gradual buildup of emotional intimacy, not an overwhelming flood of affection. Remember how I mentioned the variable reward schedule? Keep an eye out for inconsistencies in their behavior. If they go from loving to cold without explanation, that's a classic sign. You should also be cautious of how they treat others. Are they overly critical of their friends or family? If so, it's likely they'll turn that same scrutiny on you. Another important aspect is how they handle boundaries. If someone dismisses your need for space or time alone, they might be trying to establish control. Trust your instincts. You've likely felt a pang of discomfort when something seems off. Pay attention to those feelings, they're your mind's way of protecting you. When something seems too good to be true, it often is. It's crucial to take the time to evaluate the nature of your relationship, and remember, you deserve a partner who respects your boundaries. Recognizing love bombing is only the first step. Defending yourself is where the real power lies. Begin by establishing and maintaining strong boundaries. Remember, you have every right to say no to excessive attention or affection if it makes you uncomfortable. Be vocal about your needs and desires. If someone pushes against those boundaries, take a step back and reassess the relationship. It's essential to trust your gut feelings. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Surround yourself with supportive friends and family who can provide perspective. They can help you see beyond the initial glamour of love bombing and offer honest feedback. Additionally, take your time. Don't rush into emotional entanglements. Give yourself the space to evaluate how someone truly treats you over time. Relationships built on authentic connection will flourish even without the initial fireworks. You've got to protect your emotions like the treasure they are. Remember, you're not just someone to love, you're someone who deserves respect, understanding, and true companionship, not just a fantasy. But here's the uncomfortable truth: you may have love bombed someone yourself. Maybe you didn't mean to, but think back. Have you ever overwhelmed someone with affection to gain their approval or affection in return? It's easy to get caught up in the thrill of romance and push those boundaries without realizing it. You might have found yourself saying "I love you" too soon or showering someone with gifts to keep their interest. The line between genuine affection and manipulation can sometimes blur, especially in the whirlwind of new love. Reflect on your past relationships. You've done this, you've felt that urge to keep someone close, perhaps at the expense of their comfort. Recognizing this in yourself is the first step toward understanding the consequences of love bombing. It's crucial to approach others with genuine kindness, respecting their pace in a relationship. This recognition can lead to personal growth and healthier interactions. Ultimately, love should be a mutual exchange, not a power play. The awareness of your own behaviors can lead to more authentic connections, where both parties feel safe and valued. Healthy boundaries are the foundation of any relationship. They ensure that both individuals feel safe, respected, and valued. Without them, the lines between affection and manipulation can easily blur. Individuals can become enmeshed, where one person loses their identity in the relationship. Establishing boundaries doesn't mean you care any less. In fact, it often enhances the love you share. Think of boundaries as walls that protect your emotional garden. Without them, weeds can invade, threatening the delicate flowers of your relationship. Remember, it's okay to say no, to seek space, and to express your feelings. Respectful partners will understand and appreciate your boundaries, while those who don't might reveal their manipulative tendencies. You deserve to be in an environment where your needs are prioritized just as much as theirs. Embrace the power of boundaries. Cultivating a relationship grounded in mutual respect not only benefits you but also allows your partner to flourish. You've already taken the first step by learning about love bombing. Now, turn that knowledge into action by setting firm boundaries in your relationships. Finding the balance in love is crucial for healthy relationships. You've likely experienced the highs and lows of passion, but genuine love requires stability and trust. It's not about grand gestures alone, it's about the small, everyday moments that build connection. Think of a relationship where communication flows freely, where you both share your thoughts, feelings, and fears without the fear of judgment. This kind of honesty creates a bond that withstands the test of time. Remember, love is not just about the highs, it's also about supporting each other during the lows. True love is about partnership, mutual respect, and support. By understanding the principles behind love bombing, you can learn to appreciate authentic love. You've got the power to cultivate relationships that are built on trust, vulnerability, and genuine connection. Through this understanding, you can foster healthy bonds that bring you joy and fulfillment, free from the toxicity of manipulation. Self-awareness plays a pivotal role in recognizing and avoiding love bombing. Being mindful of your emotions can help you identify whether you're genuinely feeling love or simply caught in a whirlwind of infatuation. Reflect on your past relationships and patterns. Have you often rushed into commitments? Or perhaps ignored red flags because of the thrill of romance? These reflections can reveal much about your relationship habits. Taking time for yourself can also enhance your self-awareness. Engage in activities that allow you to connect with yourself, journaling, meditation, or simply spending time in nature. The more you understand your needs and desires, the less likely you will fall prey to manipulation. You have the ability to discern when someone's intentions are genuine. Self-awareness empowers you to cultivate healthier relationships and foster deeper connections. Remember, it's not just about avoiding love bombing. It's about creating a fulfilling and enriching life filled with authentic relationships. The impact of love bombing can be profound and long-lasting. Victims often emerge from these experiences feeling manipulated, confused, and emotionally drained. It can lead to issues like anxiety, depression, and a diminished sense of self-worth. Consider the story of someone who came out of a love bombing situation. They entered a relationship full of hope, only to find themselves questioning every decision they made. The emotional scars can linger long after the relationship ends, affecting future connections. You've seen it play out in friends or family. They seem to carry the weight of their past experiences into new relationships. It's important to recognize that the impact isn't just on the individual but can ripple through their entire social circle. Friends and family can feel the strain as the victim tries to navigate their feelings. Understanding the emotional toll of love bombing is crucial for both victims and their loved ones. It emphasizes the importance of awareness, communication, and empathy in relationships. By recognizing these impacts, we can create a culture that prioritizes healthy love and mutual respect. Healing from love bombing is a journey that requires time, patience, and self-compassion. Recognizing what happened is the first step. The second is allowing yourself to feel your emotions. It's okay to grieve the relationship you thought you had. Surround yourself with supportive people who understand your experience and can provide a safe space for healing. Engage in activities that promote self-care and self-discovery. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Many people have walked the same path and emerged stronger. Therapy can also be beneficial, providing a space to unpack your emotions and gain perspective. It's an opportunity to understand yourself better and to develop healthier relationship habits moving forward. You've taken a significant step by educating yourself on love bombing. Now, take the next step by investing in your healing journey. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Healing takes time, but with each step, you move closer to a healthier, more fulfilling life. As we wrap up this exploration of love bombing, remember that love should never feel like a fairy tale that turns into a nightmarish trap. Instead, embrace the possibility of healthy, fulfilling relationships grounded in mutual respect and understanding. You have the power to discern genuineness from manipulation. You've learned about the tactics and traps that can ensnare even the most unsuspecting individuals. Now, armed with that knowledge, you can forge deeper, more meaningful connections that enrich your life. Remember, love is not about grand gestures but rather the small yet significant ways we support and cherish one another. As you move forward, carry this knowledge with you. Be vigilant, be kind, and above all, be open to the beauty of authentic relationships. Thank you for joining us today at Mind Unlocked. We hope this discussion has empowered you to recognize and avoid the darker sides of love. Which technique surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the hidden mechanisms of human psychology.